Okay, hello everyone. In this video I'd like to show you another project of mine, another demo. And this will be about a 2D MMORPG game that I developed. I tested my abilities to implement a database and also netcode. So obviously the netcode is not anywhere near perfect. Because I was learning it while doing this project. I used mirror networking solution for Unity. And actually it is not as hard as I thought. Okay, so here you can see the game screen, but in order to log into the game, we're gonna need an account. So I'm gonna show you the whole infrastructure I made for this game. So I actually played around in virtual machines and I made my own server. So let me now show you how the server looks. Okay, so this is the virtual machine of the server. And here you can see that on this virtual machine there is a Apache server running, so HTTP server for the registration website, and also you can see the server, the game server build, so the Linux binary that I can run. So here we can just, I can show you that Apache is running by running this command. Okay, so here we have information that our web server is running. So we'll go to the website in a little bit, and then we're gonna run a server. Okay, so now let me show you the website. So this is a really simple website I built using WordPress just to do the registration. I made my own short PHP script just to implement registration. Okay, so I'm gonna show you just really quick how it looks. So here we are greeted with a front page. You can just click play for free. Here we can create new account or download the game. We click download, and from this point we can download either a Linux client or a Windows client. So now in order to make an account, we just go to register, and then we can start typing. So let's say I'm gonna say demo player, and now we're gonna put the password, and then repeat. Of course, everything is encrypted on the server. It uses bcrypt algorithm for hashing of passwords. So obviously, I do not store a real form of passwords anywhere because that's the main security breach, the worst security breach actually you can possibly make. So I took care of that. Okay, so we just click register. Here we can see the response from the server. Okay, I didn't implement any graphics for this yet. So we should have an account created. So now let's see if it works in game. So to actually run the server and connect, here we can, we need on the server, okay, you can see the server, I'm sorry, I'm gonna show you the screen. Okay, now it should be visible, and now I'm just gonna, let me just activate the window, okay. And now let me just type in the name of the server, so let's just display everything in this directory, and now we're gonna just run the binary of the server. And with tab we can just really quickly complete the Linux command. Okay, so this will run our server. It's just Unity generated Linux build which has headless mode enabled, so that I can run it in a server. It's actually a Debian server, but with disabled GUI, because I don't need GUI for anything on a server machine. So I can just start the server. Here we can see that the application is running. Unity default headless build displays console, the Unity console in the console that it's running from on the operating system. So here we will be able to see logs of that our game will generate. Okay, so now let's try logging in on our demo player. I think that was our login information. Again, you can't see the game screen. Let me just show you. Okay, I believe this was our login information. Let's try logging in. Okay, so here we can see the system logged us in. Now we need to create our character. So we need to just put in some name. So demo car. Okay, now we'll click create new character. Now we can see that the character was created. So another record in the database was created for our character, and now our game client connected to the server, which also uses the database, and we retrieved a character for this account. So now we can enter the game using this character, and here we can see the game. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about the game. Okay, so we have some screens enabled by default. Let's disable them, and now let me talk a little bit. So this game is actually a clone of an existing 3D MMORPG, old school one, which was very popular in Poland back in the day, in like 2007 up to I think 2010 was the most popular moment of this game, and I really enjoyed it. So I just made a clone of this game to just learn basics of MMO programming. So here you can see there is a button, serialize items, and this button is actually just a temporary solution to serialize our character on the server. Because yeah, as you know, the base and normal method of saving your character in an MMO game is just doing it dynamically after every change on your character, so that whenever you have a power outage or just Alt F4 from the game, then everything is saved on the server without any losses, any drawbacks. So here I just have a temporary solution because I haven't yet implemented it in the right way. So just to save our character, it's just like a single player game. We just click serialize item and our character is saved to the database on the server. Okay, so the controls are a little bit awkward, I must admit, now that I opened this game up after some time to show you. So you just move with W. W just moves our character forward, and he follows our mouse. So whenever we point a mouse in a direction, then our character goes in this way. Okay, and pressing space enables our basic attack. So the way I made this animation, you may probably see, it's not made from scratch. It's just taken out from the actual game, the video from the game, and just to do a quick mock-up. So as you can see, the animation is just a 3D character taken out from the actual 3D game, the original. Okay, so now let me show you some combat. Okay, so let me just talk a little bit about controls. Here we have HP bar, energy bar, and stamina bar. Then here we have an experience bar, which is in forms of orbs, which is in form of orbs, which every one of them represents 25% of maximum experience for the next level. So here, whenever we click C, we have a character window open up. There are some basic character stats, and also current experience of our character and necessary experience to get to the next level, and also statistics. Because in this game, how it works is whenever you get a level, you get a statistics point that you can assign to one of the four statistics: vitality, intelligence, strength, and dexterity. Okay, and whenever you click I or just click on this button, which doesn't have an icon yet, you just open up the inventory, and here you can equip items, and the dropped items will appear here, and then there's our money, which is in the yang currency, which is typical for Metin 2 game, which this is a clone of. Okay, so as you see, whenever I just come near those enemies, they are not aggressive, so I can just aggro them by attacking them, standing near them and attacking them. And then, as you can see, I take damage from them, and I also deal damage by pressing space, and everything is synchronized on the server. So maybe in the end I'll try to show you that we can have two characters at the same time, which are synchronized. So I'm running away. There is a specific regeneration system to this game that just regens our HP in this weird manner. So every few seconds we get a chunk of HP regenerated, and in combat the period in which the health is regenerated is much longer. So every more seconds our health gets regenerated. Okay, so we killed few wild dogs, there wasn't any loot, and as we saw, the first pack of dogs just respawned. Now let's try. So the game loop is basically the same as in the original, so just kill enemies, drop items, equip items, get a higher level. That's basically it. At least that's what's already implemented, with more or less accuracy to the original. Okay, so we have something drop. So it's a classic drop system, and whenever we are in a radius, in a certain radius to the item, we can just click Z button, then we pick up the item, and here you can see this is the item we just picked up. It's a spear. There is there is a specific upgrade system. If you don't know the original, then there is a blacksmith in town that I can talk to, and I can upgrade the item. Items are upgradable from +0 level to +9. And whenever we upgrade an item, there is a chance that the upgrade will fail, and then we lose the whole item. So yeah, that's usually the frustrating part of the game, but for some weird reason, this really punishing random effect is what makes it more fun in some weird way that I really cannot explain, but for some reason this was what drew many people to this game, and also me. So it's not that I'm weirded out by people who enjoyed it. I enjoyed it too, I just don't know why. Okay, I should probably have waited a little bit longer there without engaging combat, so that my health would regenerate to full. You're gonna see how the game picks up whenever we get some armor, and then we can pull more enemies. Then it really gets more fun. Okay, let's pull some more. We hopefully will get any item really, so that I can just go and buy armor from the NPC, because as you see, the item has sell price, so we can just sell it to the NPC and then buy armor, because right now the armor would be way more useful than those items for higher levels, because we are only level 1. Okay. Also, I think I said it wrong. Whenever we get an orb filled, we get a stat point, not for every level. I don't know why I said that. Of course, you get a stat point every orb filled. So every 25% of experience. Okay. So, I don't know, let's get 2 points in vitality, and maybe 1 strength. So, as you see, our stats corresponding to those stats, our character stats corresponding to statistics points increased for a little bit. Okay, so how much is for those items? This is 200, this is 1000, so let's see what we can buy for this. So let's try selling the items, and then buying something. Also, let's click serial as items, so that if anything happens, we are just saving progress of our character. Okay. So we come near the NPC, We click on it, and here we can see what items we can buy. So here you can see that we have shield from level 1 and helmet from level 1, and this is 400, this is 500. This armor is also from level 1, but the buy price is 3000, so we don't have enough money. So let's just sell those weapons which we cannot equip yet and just buy some armor. This will significantly improve our leveling speed. Okay, and in this way we're just clicking on the item and then clicking on the inventory, on the equipment slot, we just equip items. Okay, so there is the blacksmith, which we'll use later to upgrade items. Let me just show you the interface. You just click on an item, and then click on the blacksmith. And then it's really simple. He just tells us what is the next upgrade level for our item, what will be the defense level of the item. So for +0 is defense 3, and then whenever we upgrade it, the defense stat will be 9. And the price is 600. But we need to remember that the upgrade will fail, has a possibility to fail, and then we just lose the item. So that's just basically gambling at this point in the game, so that would be very bad idea to do it. Okay, and here we can just see that we can buy from another NPC, we can buy some health potions, which are also fairly simple, so just using them restores some health. That's it. And obviously the inventory system is saved on the server, so whenever we log out and log back in, after we serialize items, of course, then our progress is saved. Same with level, experience, etc. So our whole character is serialized on the server whenever we click the button. Okay, so let's just equip the shield, kill some more enemies, try looting some more, maybe get a level. And I think that will be it. So there is really no point of me leveling further because there's not much more content yet, only the base systems. Okay, so as you saw, we just leveled up, we have next level. The orbs were filled, and then you just gained a new level. Okay, I think, and now we'll show you that the two clients can run simultaneously, so I will quickly create or just use one of my existing accounts. I just open another client, and on this one there should be two characters visible. So let me just open another game client, which you won't see. And I'm gonna just log it on another character. Let's just type okay, let's connect. Okay, I just remember credentials wrong apparently. Okay, nice. I got in. Now I'll just try to be visible for another character so that, okay, so I see it in the OBS. We just have two characters at once. Now let's try engaging combat with our another character. As you can see, everything is synchronized. So whenever I hit the enemies, the HP levels of all nearby mobs are exactly the same, and also looted items are the same across clients. So that synchronization is done well. Whenever I pick up the item on the client I'm currently playing on, you can see that the item disappeared from the ground, so it's actually got picked up on the server side. Okay, so that's pretty much it. For this game. I hope you liked the video. In the description there will be a link for the developer version of the game. So the single player one, because as you saw, I'm gonna show it again. You can see that I just run the server on virtual machine, so it isn't hosted anywhere, so you wouldn't be able to play online or anything right now. But I think on my GitHub, on the release page, there also is a version with a server, so you can just put up the server yourself. But I don't know if anyone would be interested in that, because it's not much gain for much playing around. So yeah, so if you just want to test the single player systems, there is a version, developer version, so that you can just log in and skip. You can just open up the game and skip login system, and it puts you in single player developer mode. Okay, so thanks for watching. That's it for this video.